Hey, what's up out there in the land of the tube? This is Jeremy with Uppercut Productions in Oklahoma City. I'm back with part 2 of this mixing series. We'll be mixing Unicorn Rodeo, and the name of the song is Maybe. In this episode, we'll mainly be getting a static mix, and that is a balanced mix using only panning, volume, and bussing things together in groups. So, that being said, I'm just going to let it play a few times, and I'm going to try to find a balance. Let's dive in and check it out. Here we are back in the box. Let's just let this roll from right where the guitars come in. Alright, as you can see, it looks like these first set of guitars, which is guitar 1 and 2, and a whole bunch of mics on each one. So, that being said, all of these other guitars are the distorted guitars. So I'm going to put those in 2 separate buses real quick. I'm just going to grab all the ones I want out of this bus. I'm going to drag it above this other bus. And as we showed in the video before, which I'll leave a link down below, and you can give me a like and a sub, that would help a lot. On my setup, I showed in the actions list how you can basically make a folder out of anything you have highlighted, and I showed how I set mine up to Control and F. Then that'll pop up. Now I'm going to make this one G2 and rename this first one G1. And move it back up. Yeah, mission accomplished. We have our distorted guitars on a bus and our clean guitars on a bus. And as I'm looking, it looks like all of these guitars are like extra guitars. Here, let's just hear these. Very much just extra guitars. So, I'm going to do the same thing with those. Move them out of this bus by dragging them up. You can drag them anywhere you want. And then on this one, I'm going to push Control F to make a bus out of what is highlighted and push XG for extra guitars. Leads, you can call it whatever you want. Looks like those need to be split up again. So, we're going to grab all of these that look alike, drag them up, and make this G3. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with all of these, just so I know I've got all the guitars kind of separated. Okay, let's give this a look. Our racks, got G1, G2, G3, G4, and XG. So now we have to find a balance for each group. So these two close mics. Pan those hard. Hard left, hard right. And then on, let's check these two out. They are the room mics. I'm going to leave those pretty centered because they're probably got a lot of noise. So I'm going to take these to 80, about 80. 80 left, 80 right. And let's make it 90. And then that last set I'm going to take to 69 or 70 just to get out of the way of the kick and drums and to leave a little bit of it in the mono field. Let's check out these backing vocals. Well, no, sorry. Let's continue with the guitars. Let's find a balance for this group, the first group. That's odd. It's got only 4 tracks on this one, and it's got one room mic. So I'm going to leave that one room mic. No, I'm not. I'm going to pan these out 100, 100, and then 80 and 80. Got to remember the bass and the bass. Pan those hard left and hard right, and then this one 80 and 80. And just see what it sounds like. Yeah, now just leave that room mic, that room guitar mic. I guess I'll leave it mono for now. Now we're on to guitar 2. Which is pretty simple. Yep, that's just 4. That's pretty simple. Hard left, hard right, 80 and 80. Because these trade off, so they'll be basically taking the place of each other. as excuse me, as you can see, 100 and 100, and that's going to basically match with these. I'm going to take these to 90. That way we have all different numbers. So these heavy guitars all have a place to live. You know, it's got to be, everybody crammed in the same boat is not going to work all the time. So we have We have 90, 80, 100, and 95 on the heavy guitars. I know it doesn't seem like it's going to matter, but it will. When everything's trying to find its own space, this will help. Give it that space. And I've got this kick and snare all the way up on the bus and the channel. That'll change later, but right now we're just getting a static mix. Let's do these backing vocals and see what they got going on. Oh, they're all stereo tracks, so. No panning here. Interesting. And that lead channel doesn't need a bus anymore. We'll just leave the lead vocal out all by itself.
Express myself. Say what I wanna say. Maybe you know that I finally found a way to express myself each day. Say what I wanna.
It looks like we need to do this G4. I skipped a step. Pretty simple though. I'm gonna go 100 hard pan left and right, and then 50 and 50 with these because they're clean. So as you can see, I condensed it down to where I have my buses on my track view. I can just click this and it takes all of these G1 tracks and makes it one fader. So I'm going to open up all of these and show you how that makes a difference. Basically, instead of having all these tracks to scroll through, you take this background vocal, condense it down to one fader. Synth bus, one fader. XG, boom, one fader. G4, G3, G2, G1, and the low bus. And then now we have this condensed to one screen, no scrolling. And that, my friends, is what I call a static mix. Come back for the next episode and I'll show you how I set up my effects and get everything set up for my analog workflow. Get with Uppercut, get knocked out.